You are watching Rose Medical Lectures and I am Tania Rose Jacob. In this video, let's discuss about heat from the chapter Thermal Deaths of Forensic Medicine. Let's start from the very basic. What's an injury? An injury is any harm illegally caused to any person in body, mind, reputation or property. Let's classify injuries into three: medical, legal and medico-legal injuries. The thermal injury that we are going to discuss today comes under the medical injury. The thermal injury can be due to cold or due to heat. We already discussed about injury due to cold in our previous video. The injury due to heat can be burns or scalds. Heat means high temperature. Mainly three clinical conditions may result from exposure to the high temperature. First one, heat cramps. Second one, heat prostration. Third one, heat hyperpyrexia. Repeat once again. First one, heat cramps. Second one, heat prostration. And third one, heat hyperpyrexia. Heat cramps or minor cramps, Stoker's cramps or fireman's cramps, these are the synonyms of heat cramps. All are same but different terms used for the same condition. From the name, miners, firemen, etc., it's clear that it's associated with someone who works in high temperature, where the sweating has been profuse. The word cramp means, or cramp is when there is an overuse of muscle, dehydration, muscle strain, or simply holding a position for a prolonged period. Here, heat cramps is caused when there is a rapid dehydration of the body and loss of water and salt as the sweat. The heat cramps are sudden in onset and it can affect the muscles of arms, legs, abdomen, which result in severe and painful paroxysmal cramps. Second one is heat prostration. It's also known by the name heat exhaustion or heat syncope or heat collapse. It's a condition happens when body is exposed to excessive heat while doing a muscular work or when he is having unsuitable clothing. Due to this excessive heat, there will be a condition of collapse without increase in body temperature. The point we should remember here is the heat prostration is without increase in body temperature. What are the problems arise due to heat prostration? First one, extreme exhaustion or extreme fatigue. The person become very tired. Second one is peripheral vascular collapse. And third one is face become pale. Fourth one, skin become cold. And fifth one, the subnormal temperature. Sixth one, the pupil become dilated. The seventh one, the pulse become very small and thready and small pulse. And eighth one is sighing respiration. The patient with heat prostration usually recovers and they recover if they are placed at rest. If they take rest, they can recover. But sometimes the death can occur from heart failure. The third one is heat hypopyrexia or heat stroke. The heat stroke is characterized by the rectal temperature is greater than 41 degrees Celsius and some neurological disturbances can be observed during heat stroke. Like psychosis, it's a mental disorder that can cause abnormal thinking and perceptions. The people with psychosis lose touch with the reality. Convulsions means the irregular movement of the body due to the involuntary contraction of the muscles. And stupor means the person become unconscious and it can lead to even coma stage. If the patient has been directly exposed to sun, instead of heat hypopyrexia or heat stroke, you can use the term thermic fever and sunstroke. There are some precipitating factors, that means the factors that trigger to the onset of the current problem. These include high temperature, increased humidity, minor infection, muscular activity and lack of acclimatization. Lack of acclimatization means the lack of ability to adapt to the current situation. Here in case of heat stroke, the person is not able to adapt with the high temperature condition. When there is 100% humidity and a temperature of 32 degrees Celsius in the environment may lead to heat stroke. We know our body temperature is regulated by hypothalamus. We know one more thing, cutaneous blood flow and sweating can regulate the body temperature. So if there is any failure in the cutaneous blood flow or sweating, it can lead to a breakdown of heart regulating center of hypothalamus. Heat stroke usually occur in young persons and old persons. It occurs in young persons exposed to high temperature while undergoing severe exertion. In case of old persons, usually all persons over 60 years of age during heat waves. Heat stroke is of two types, exertional heat stroke and classic form. When we are considering the exertional heat stroke, from the name itself, it's clear that exertion means effort. It's most commonly occur in the athletes, military persons who are working hard in the hot environment and all. In case of exertional heat stroke, there is increased catecholamine resulting in the persistent sweating. Second type of heat stroke is classic form. In classic form, sweating is usually absent. The heat stroke has sudden onset with sudden collapse and loss of consciousness. That is, the person becomes unconscious. The clinical features include, in classic form, the lack of sweating we already discussed. So the skin becomes dry, hot and flushed. The pupils become constricted in case of heat stroke. Pupil is dilated in case of heat prostration. The pulse is rapid and later it becomes irregular in case of heat stroke. The breathing is rapid and deep. The blood pressure is low and convulsions occur and patient become delirious or comatose. The fatal period is 5 minutes to 3 days. Postmortem appearances, that is how the body appear after the death on examination. Postmortem appearances are not specific. The temperature remains high after death. If we observe the brain is congested and edematous, and petechial hemorrhages are seen in the white matter. If we examine the lung, we will get the same result as of brain. The lung also show edema, hemorrhage, and it is congested. The trachea and bronchi contain frothy hemorrhagic fluid. If we observe internal organs, they are congested and petechial and larger hemorrhages are seen in most of the organs. So just revise once. Heat means high temperature. Mainly 3 clinical conditions arise on exposure to high temperature: heat cramps, heat prostration and heat hypopyrexia. Heat cramps is observed in one who works in high temperature environments and occur due to dehydration. It occurred due to dehydration. The second one is heat prostration. Here collapse without increasing body temperature is observed. As a result of heat prostration, there will be extreme fatigue, peripheral vascular collapse, pale face, cold skin, dilated pupil, thready and small pulse, sighing respiration and all. The patient recover from heat prostration on rest, and sometimes the patient may die due to heart failure. Third one is heat hypopyrexia, which is characterized by a rectal temperature of greater than 41 degrees Celsius and neurological disturbances. And this usually occur in young and in all people, and it is of two types: exertional heat stroke and classic form. Heat stroke is sudden in onset and pulse is rapid and later it become irregular. BP become low. On postmortem appearance, there will be edema, congestion and hemorrhage in brain and lung. Temperature remain high even after the death. Trachea and bronchi contain frothy hemorrhagic fluid. And it's about today's video. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you have any doubts, just comment in the comment box. Share this video, like this video, and thank you for watching.